Yep. There were damages from Irma. That's it. The chair flew across the porch, landed, and cracked. I'm going to see if I can crazy blow it. If not, I think we've gotten our money's worth out of it. New plan. Much heavier chair for sitting out on the porch. Wind is still really blowing. There's gusts. I don't know if at times I think it's actually windier today on Sunday than it was during Irma, which is, and it's still not bad. Don't get me wrong. This is like winter wind, only hot. Well, I think I'm going to go out and take a little drive around. There's not a whole lot you can do when it's this windy. I may do a vigorous beach walk. I'm not sure. Going that way will be, but coming back will be. So I may do that, but I want to get some pictures around. It's still pretty windy, and I need to get out of the house. Yesterday when I went out, the windshield wiper stuff was empty, and of course it was all salty and everything else. So I had to reach out the window with the jug of water that I keep in there and wash the windows. Today I remembered. Ooh, looks like the water's really coming up over the road over here. Good thing I just put water in. And this isn't even a hurricane. Yeah, I don't think we'll go down that road. The water's definitely coming up and over. Looks like Eleuthera Supply is still open. I don't think they continued operation, normal hours, no big deal kind of thing. I just went by French Leaf on the way to the beach, and there was cars there. So I don't know if they're planning on being open or they're just getting ready for stuff. I don't know. But there were no cars there yesterday, so I assume they're doing something. One way was easy, one way was hard. Wind's really blowing at the beach, but a good beach walk, you get that extra vigor in there on the way back one. One side you get pushed along, and the other side you get, but it's good. Right, before I forget, that buoy thing that I found down here yesterday, that thing is basically a fancy fish finder. One of the viewers on this channel wrote to me and told me what it was, gave me a website for it. I'll put that down below so you'll be able to look at that too. And basically what it is it's this, like, you put this out in the ocean, and instead of like on a fish finder on a boat, as you drive around it looks and sees the fish, this one works off GPS. So these things float around, and I guess they're mostly used for tuna. And it transmits if there's schools of tuna or other fish or whatever underneath by GPS back to either the boat or someplace on shore. which is, I mean, that's pretty cool, but I think they're like $600. So thank you for the viewer who told us what that was, and I had never seen anything like that before, so I have still no idea. I may send the tag to the company and see if they can tell me whose it was, where it last was. I'm not sure the GPS is still working, or at least I don't know. There won't be any fish under it now. That I do know. I'd also like to say that, you know, everybody here is really grateful that, you know, Irma didn't change her track. We were hardly scathed at all. Some wind, really nothing. And that hopefully all of those that were previously affected by Irma lost their homes, different islands. I know Turks and Caicos, Barbuda, British Virgin Islands, Cuba, and now our thoughts and prayers go to everybody who's in Florida. That they've made whatever preparations they could have done, and that they're set for Irma's arrival, and that it's not too bad. We're thinking of you. Keep having these like random thoughts. I learned last night that the airport in Nassau is going to be open today, I believe. I don't think that Governor's Harbor or any of the airports on Eleuthera are open. I'm waiting to hear from a friend of mine who's going to hopefully remember to tell me when they're open, but I would assume they'll start up again tomorrow. Whether it'll be on the first flight or not, that I'm not sure of. But as soon as I know something about the airports on the island opening, I'll put that out there so everybody will be aware. Alright, this is downtown Governor's Harbor on a Sunday. Now, you might be wondering, is this because of Irma? No, this is downtown Governor's Harbor on Sunday. Sometimes there's a little bit more traffic, but... oh, look, there's a car coming. I see it up there. See it? Oh, he's turning off. Okay. Well, anyway, doesn't get much busier than this on Sundays. I believe this is one of the places that you would go to primary school if there was a hurricane. Alright, this might not have been the best of plans, but let's see. Alright, I'm doing a little detour here because I didn't really want to run through the water by the Catholic Church over there because it's spraying up pretty good. Alright, this takes you to this corner, and there's a trailer in front of the Blue Room. I just noticed they put the trailers all over town. I thought it was just on the quay they rearranged them, but no, there's trailers in town. I've seen trailers in different places, so they've put them all over just to be safe. Unfortunately, now they got to pull them all back. I just got back and somebody had turned down the AC in the room. She thinks it's her room, by the way. And she was... So I turned it down a little lower to be a little cooler, and now she has nothing to say. So I guess that's what that whole talk was about. I needed it a little cooler in Oh well, whatever. That GPS fish finder thing really intrigues me. I'm going to try to find that address for the company, send them the tag, and see if there's any way they knew whose it was and if I could get the data, because that would be pretty cool to be able to see, you know, it floated around here and there, where it came from, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how much success I'll have, but it'll be a new mission. as you can see, it's still pretty wild outside. I don't know if this is Irma, Jose, combination, whatever it is, but it's blowing like it does in the winter. And this is an oddity for the summer months.